What's going on, snipers? Naeem Al-Obeidi here. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day today. Let's go ahead and dive right into our daily cryptocurrency analytics for today. Ripple just broke out of its ascending triangle. What a textbook play here. As you can see, an ascending triangle, clear and open here. And then if you go to our Discord, you can go up to Trading 101. I was actually on the Ripple page here just chatting with a lot of you guys. And if you go to Trading 101, you actually can pull up this ascending triangle. As you can see this initial breakout, you see this channel form, and then another breakout right here where the resistance is at. And that's exactly what we saw with Ripple. By the way, this is an open and free resource, open for all of you guys. The link is in the description below. We have a desktop and a mobile version. But let's go ahead and also look at the technicals here of Ripple. We're at $54 billion in total market cap, guys. We're still right under 600 billion in total market cap. And what's interesting about Ripple is the fact that it's able to maintain its prices. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when we were around 15 to 30 cents, Ripple was just kind of maintaining itself for a long time. It never really correlated against Bitcoin. But what's interesting about what we're seeing now is Ripple's actually acting completely opposite of what Bitcoin is doing, which is interesting if you are looking for a significant hedge against Bitcoin. We're going to talk a little bit about that in just a second here. Now, if you look at this channel here, we pretty much formed a little bit of support around 76 cents. We broke out of that, saw a lot of volatility here. This was from the correction that we saw with Bitcoin, so it did have a minor influence, but we gained that right back. And around this time of December 22nd is when Ripple just started acting completely different against Bitcoin. And what's interesting is if you go on our Discord, you guys can see there is a Ripple section here. A lot of people are talking about different reasons as to why Ripple may be having these crazy volatility price movements over the past couple of days. And pretty much what we're seeing here, people are thinking it's going to be added to Coinbase. Obviously, the CEO of Ripple has been going on to the news stations and having a discussion about his technology. That all creates publicity, which can also lead to price movements going upwards. What's interesting about Ripple is it typically holds its prices, which is why I like this. I did put a position in Ripple. If you guys are a Patreon, the link for that is in the description below as well. Then you guys know I notified you guys on Discord as we're waiting for the more formal notifications for each tier. Now, what's interesting about what I'm seeing here right now is we're seeing this consolidation, a little bit of a sell-off, but I don't think many people are going to be hesitant to hold their Ripple. I think we're really going to see this increasing over time. That's why I'm excited to actually have a position right now in Ripple. Once we saw this breakout, we did see a little bit of resistance around $1.19, which we finally broke out of. So as long as this can at least become some support levels right here, that would be something that would indicate that Ripple is a strong hold right now and can continue to rise in value over time. So it's interesting, it's cool, but let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin, see what is happening here with Bitcoin. I did pull up a couple other indicators here. I wasn't using any indicators here, so I'm going to kind of explain each one of these indicators. I only have 3 indicators open right now. I have the RSI, which is the Relative Strength Index open. I have the Volume Indicator open. I also have the EMA, which is the Exponential Moving Average. I'm going to teach you guys really quick on how to use each and every one of these. So for the RSI, this can indicate whether a coin is overbought, oversold. If it's over 70, that's an indication that that coin is most likely oversold. So to give you an example, you can see right over here, when we hit this huge run up, you can actually see how the RSI was way over 70 over this purple, and this could have been an indication to a trader watching the RSI that, okay, this may start dropping soon. Why don't I put my sell order here? If you are a day trader, you could have done that, and then you saw this consolidation where the RSI went back down to healthy levels. If it goes under 30, that's pretty much the bottom. Typically, that would be a support level, or at least a level at which it is being oversold. So at that point, you can typically see price movements going upwards. For the volume, what you want to watch for is just the different fluctuations in volume. I mean, volume can be used in a lot of different ways. So as long as you understand red is sell volume, green is buy volume, then that should be good for now. And as you guys progress watching our videos, engaging in Discord, you guys are going to understand how to use volume to your advantage in the future. Now, the EMA is interesting. I'm actually going to have a custom EMA open for all of you guys pretty soon. I actually spoke to the creator of this EMA. His name is Grant. He created the Crypto Adjusted Exponential Moving Average, which is interesting because he uses the large cap coins to actually indicate what the exponential moving average is. But for now, we're using the regular EMA here. And one thing I like to look at with the EMA, there's 3 ways, at least in a simple way to say it, there's 3 ways to actually watch what patterns are forming here, what indicators you're looking at. It's either going to be under the EMA, overlapping the EMA, or bouncing off of the EMA. And when the price is bouncing off the EMA, that is typically an indicator that we're going to be seeing upward price movement. So it's exciting because with Bitcoin, you can see obviously it's bouncing off of this EMA right over here. It continues to bounce, overlap just a little bit, bounced again, went under, but now it's right on top of the EMA. So it's a good way to actually locate where the price is headed if you are a day trader. So once again, there's value investors, day traders, swing traders. There's a lot of different types of traders, and you can be a mixture of all, but just make sure you keep your focus on each one. Because for me personally, the hardest thing about trading, especially when I was in the traditional markets just starting off, it was keeping a separation between, is this a value investment? Is this a day trading investment? Is this a swing trade? So it's really just partitioning your different mindsets to ensure that you have full focus on what you're really trying to accomplish. So let's look at Bitcoin's overall market as well. $264 billion market cap, pretty much almost half of this whole market cap here at 44.2% dominance. And let's kind of talk about something that I think is a little bit more interesting about what we're seeing with Ripple and Bitcoin. So you're seeing this inverse chart here. XRP is acting inverse to Bitcoin. This is actually a pretty accurate. This is both from the 20th all the way to the 27th. Between the 27th and the 28th, which today is the 27th. You can see these are the exact time frames, but very different charts, which is interesting because you typically see Bitcoin's chart influencing most of the altcoins. So I want to talk about this a little bit. You can see Ripple started to actually have a run up while Bitcoin was having a descending price pattern. And then you saw that we saw this little run up, which Ripple kind of copied here. And then once we saw this drop, we saw a little bit of drop here. And this is really where things are changing. So we saw this initial run up popped up here around $1.10. And this is where things literally just got inverted. As you can see, Bitcoin is actually down. It's actually going up just a little bit now. But look at that. It's going up and this is going down. So what does this mean for Ripple? It's very, very good in my opinion for Ripple, because now people can start getting accustomed to the fact that Ripple is a hedge against Bitcoin. If you guys don't know what a hedge is, we can actually pull up the definition right over here. And I think that would help a lot of you guys. But when you're hedging against something, you're hoping that it's going to act in the inverse way of what you're hedging against. So a hedge is an investment to reduce the risk of adverse price movements in an asset. Normally, a hedge consists of taking an offsetting position in a related security, such as a futures contract. So it's intended to offset potential losses or gains that may be incurred by a companion investment. So for example, if you're expecting the US dollar to go down, you might want to hedge with gold or something in that nature. You can hedge with a lot of different assets and commodities, whether that's gold or cattle or silver. So pretty much as time goes by, I'm going to continue to watch Ripple to see, is this going to act as a hedge against Bitcoin? Because if it is, that would be exciting news, because as a trader, understanding how to actually place your trades and where to keep your money as price movements are fluctuating and as trends are being followed, and as you see channels form, it's cool because if you know something is going to go down, but this is going to go up, if this goes down, then you're able to move your money and then continue to create gains beside the fact that the market is down. So it's interesting to use that in a strategy. So as we progress through this channel, I may speak a little bit more about how I like to hedge against different coins. So far, I've used a lot of fiat currency just because it's been such a volatile market. But now that we're seeing a little bit of a change and a transition, and in my opinion, a maturity in the market, things are going to change in 2018. So I'm really excited about that. And with that said, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you're not on our Discord, the link is in the description below. It's an amazing resource, open and available to all of you guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And with that being said, snipers out.